Yo, what's going on to all my sports peeps out there? It's your favorite sports podcast. But if you don't know the name, let me put you on game. It's the Zone Sports Podcast. Yes, sir. I'm one half of the host, your boy Big V. You know what I mean? I'm in here with my Oregon hoodie today. I ain't a fan, you feel me? I'm just a fan of the colors. You know what I mean? It's Michigan all day. You feel me?
What up to the quacks?
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Salute everybody out in Oregon. Salute the Nike. Hey, Nike. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Hey, Nike. You know what I mean? Hey, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But yo, I'm here with my guy, the other half of the host of the show. Let him know who you be, my G.
Yo, it's your boy COOL. Good God, always wondering what the hell. Yo, it's your boy Corey, never telling the same old tired story. It's your boy Cool C, never dated a floozy. And for those out there in YouTube land, bam! Got that sound for you right out there, man. Yo, it's your boy Corey, Big Vito, what's happening?
I'm good, bro. I can't complain. I won't complain. I'm alive. I'm blessed. You know what I mean? I'm all of that. But before we get into all this good sports talk, let me let you know who we sponsored by. My guy, we sponsored by my brand, Skyzone.Society. So make sure you shop in at Skyzone.Society.bigcartel.com. You know what I mean? Corey, I'm not even going to ask you how you're doing. I know you're doing good based on how these playoffs are going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your team is still in it. Everybody's dropping off like flies. You know what I mean? I know you in the high seat right now, looking down on the league, like, Philly, shit out of there. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I know
happy
you
about that.
going, I know you Pittsburgh, check, get them up out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Get out.
I know my Colts, check, they ain't even make it. Get them up out of there. You know what I mean?
Out.
So yeah, I know you feeling real good, man. You know what I'm saying? I know you all you got on your Carolina Splendor, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? What's good with you though, you know?
You know, in these playoffs, man,
Whew.
I was telling my wife that these have been some of the most weirdest, most perplexing and compelling playoffs in a wild card weekend that I've seen in a while.
Corey, this
And
whole entire weekend has been wild. Matter of fact, let's just
Mhm.
start. Let's just talk about. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, today we have no topics for you guys. I'm just throwing stuff out there. I didn't give Corey no docket today. I say yo random pie, so it's not gonna be cohesive at all. You know what I mean? But we gonna keep it together. You dig? But I just feel like Corey, as a whole, 2024 right now. Matter of fact, that's the first topic right now. 2024. Corey, let's talk about it, man. The sports world in 2024 thus far. Yo, I'm gonna tell you what I've observed so far, and you might not have even observed one of these things I'm getting ready to name, Corey. Michigan won the championship.
Yeah.
The Detroit Lions won a playoff game, Corey.
Yeah. Hold on, let me hit him with the air horns for that one. Salute to Detroit.
Corey, and this is what really warms my heart, Corey. This last one, man. I got on Instagram last night, and I saw Chris Webber post a picture
Mm-hmm.
with the Fab Five.
I
Corey.
saw that.
Corey, can we get an
That's
air horn
huge.
for the Fab Five, Corey?
That's huge.
Give us an air horn for the Fab Five, man.
Pew, 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 pew.
Got to, man. How beautiful is that, Corey? Like, for those that don't know the story of the Fab Five, you know, man, great underdog to almost champion story. You know what I mean? Uh, great trendsetter story. Uh, just great story about five guys who didn't know each other from a can of paint that came together for one common cause, had a little bit of turmoil along the way, and now everything looks to be on the up and up, Corey. Corey, just seeing me being a Fab Five fan, being a Chris Webber guy, man, that just seeing that pick, man, it just spoke volumes, man. How did you feel when you saw the pick?
I saw that, and I had to do a double take because you got to be careful. AI's out here. Not Allen Iverson, but real AI, artificial.
The
I'm not.
only AI we respect and recognize is Allen Iverson.
And when I saw it, man, I was like, whoa. I checked multiple sites. I'm like, oh, this is looking more and more like a real picture. And kind of to piggyback off what you were saying, for those who don't know, who not familiar with the Fab Five, that picture with Chris Webber being in there is a huge deal
Yes.
because Chris Webber was, I guess for lack of better terms, estranged from the Fab Five. He did not participate in the documentary. It may have been a 30 for 30, if I'm not mistaken, on ESPN, that he was not in it at all. Yeah. Anyone asks him about it, he'll shut you down real quick. He just does not prefer to talk about it. And for those who don't know, Fab Five, man, the current college game as you see it now, where you got like more of the more looser fitting uniforms and the black socks and that whole urban type of hip hop vibe was owed to them. They trendsetted that, and I'm sorry, I don't remember y'all coach's name at that time for allowing that. They went disrespected by Michigan by not even hanging up Final Four banners or anything of that magnitude for a long time. If I'm not mistaken, those banners of the Fab Five just got hung up a few years ago. You may know better than I do. So between that, with the Fab Five collectively had to go through, and then kind of the breakup of them going to the NBA until the timeout against Carolina that Chris Webber called that Michigan didn't have, that he felt that cost them the championship. And who knows, it probably did. Our team being Carolina, weren't that good that year. Hell, I'm surprised that we was even in the championship game that year when we faced your Michigan Wolverines. And I ain't gonna go so far to say we shouldn't have won, but even as a Tar Heel fan, when I saw Chris Webber call that timeout that he did not have when he was trapped in the corner and going back and forth with the bench, who one of them said that he had a timeout and that's why he took it. The empathy that I have for him, even though it got us our ship, you couldn't help but to feel bad about it. And so that picture of them coming together was huge, man.
Yes, it definitely was a huge pause. I knew it was real when I saw Jalen post it, man. That was that then I went to Jimmy King's page and I saw other pictures that follow suit. It's just nice to see, man. Salute to the Fab Five and everything y'all did for the culture. Damn shame the NIL wasn't around during that time. Damn shame, man. Because the marketing they made off the Fab Five along the NCAA is sickening. The marketing dollars, the merch. I mean, even the shoes. Like Nike had a shoe dedicated to them that wasn't theirs. That was crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy, yo.
Yep.
That was crazy, yo. Um, you know what, Corey? I got something crazy too. I want to know if you're starting your team and you need a defensive specialist, Corey, and you got these two gentlemen to pick from.
Okay.
I gotta know who you choosing, Corey.
Okay.
Are you choosing Pat Bev or Bruce Bowen?
Ooh.
I know. That's what we're doing today. We rambling with it.
That is a very good question.
I want to know, Corey, who are you picking if you need a defensive space? You already got all your pieces, but you need a showstopper, Corey. And you got Pat Bell to your right, and you got Bruce Bowen to your left. Who are you going with for your team, Corey?
That is a hell of a question, man. Because I consider Bruce Bowen a borderline, if not dirty player. But if he's on your team and ain't nothing happening to him for it, versus Patrick Beverly, who I mean, he's over the hill now, but I know you're talking about them in their prime.
He's still a dog, though, defensively.
He's still a dog, yeah. I would. They both did the whole mind game deal. Gosh, each time I think of leaning one way, one facet of the person cancels the other out.
Yeah.
Gosh, this is a toss-up, man. I'm probably gonna say Bruce Bowen.
Okay.
The reason being, not really too compelling. I feel like if you can handle being under Greg Popovich tutelage, I don't know if Patrick Beverly really had that like Hall of Fame coach. I had to go ahead and see. He played. I mean, he moved around a lot. I mean, Bruce did too, but I I think Bruce Bowen is more calculated than Patrick Beverly because Greg Pop ain't gonna let all that BS slide by. He's not. I think Patrick Beverly is more of a roamer. But let me tell you something. I hated Patrick Beverly. I hated this guy until he played for the Lakers. That's how you know that they're good. You hate their guts until they're with your team.
Yes.
And have Bruce Bowen played with the Lakers, I probably would have liked. I won't crazy about Bruce Bowen either. Let's be clear on that. I just think that, I wonder how much of Patrick Beverly is more like reactionary versus Bruce Bowen is more like calculated. And look, I think I just canceled myself out again, but that slight edge, slight edge under Pop. That's it. All right. That's a good question. That's why one of the best ones you had since we've been doing. That's a real. If you know anything about basketball, that is not an easy answer.
It's not, Corey. I'm still trying to figure out who I want to go with right now. Man, both defensive specialists both
Yes,
bring grit and toughness. They both can shut damn near anybody down. They both fight through screens well. They both do what they need to do,
they
Corey.
do.
Uh, if I gotta pick, man.
You got to. You made me pick. You gotta pick.
I think I'm gonna go with Pat Bev.
Okay.
Pat Bev is more of my style of guy, defensively, how he gets after it, what he says, what he does. Bruce Bowen. I've heard Kobe say Bruce Bowen was by far one of the most defensive minded people he's ever went up against.
Yes, yeah.
Never back down from Kobe, no matter what Kobe was doing. Jesus Christ. Um, I still got to go Pat Bev just for my style of play. Just a little bit more of the playground. You know what I mean? The playground aspect that Pat Bev when he talking that talk and he backing it
Yeah,
up. Not saying Bruce Bowen don't do that, but Pat Bev is a little bit more vocal. I like that when you can be really, really vocal and still get after it. That's
yeah.
the only reason why I'm choosing Pat Bev, Corey.
You
Because it's
good with either
tough.
one.
It's tough, man.
Yeah.
It's tough. Corey, I gotta know. We watched the Philadelphia Eagles, Corey, start this season 10-1 to end up what 11-6.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Corey,
Unbelievable, dude.
this has to be one of the most disappointing seasons I've ever seen a team start out with. And I'm gonna be real, Corey. I try to think of um something else that disappointed me or was as disappointing to watch. And I'm gonna say something that really comes to mind for me, Corey, that was just as equally disappointing was when the Patriots didn't win it, when they went undefeated throughout the season and they
Yeah.
lost in the playoffs. I put that kind of side by side almost because the Eagles started out 10-1, Corey. In week 11, you was 10-1. Week 17, you are 11-6 and got booted out of the playoffs. To
Um,
a 9-18, Corey. Tampa Bay wasn't that fire, Corey. But let me tell you, real quick, I just want to tip my hat. Corey, we got to tip our hat to Baker Mayfield. We got to. Corey, we
yeah.
got to tip our hat to Baker Mayfield, man. Through all the adversity he's faced with the previous teams, and now to this, trying to be a successor to Tom Brady.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, man? I salute it.
You know what, man? I still struggle to see if Baker is a franchise versus a bridge quarterback, like far as moving
Yeah,
forward.
yeah.
I don't know what type of bag you give him if he's even due up for a bag. But I tell you what, just speaking for now in the moment, I tell you one thing, you ain't never had the question. I never been a huge detractor of Baker Mayfield. I never been a fanboy of him either. I think he's kind of like in between. I think he's like a Johnny Manziel gone straight. Like I think he was how Johnny Manziel
Ah, you
was
took it right out.
supposed to be.
You
Was
took
supposed to be.
Corey. I couldn't agree with you more. I literally was watching the game and I told my wife, I said, "Yo, I miss Johnny Manziel. I really wish Johnny Manziel. I was a Johnny Manziel guy. I really wish he would. I'm literally watching Baker Mayfield do Johnny's work. He look.
Yeah,
He literally is what Johnny was supposed to be.
supposed
Couldn't
to
agree
be.
with you more. Couldn't agree with you more,
And
Corey.
100%. He's a Johnny Manziel gone straight. But I tell you what, one thing that you never questioned about Baker though, is that dude's heart, that dude's tenacity, even though he's borderline foolish with it. I'm talking about, if I'm not mistaken, what this might have been, yeah, his last run with Cleveland when I think he threw a pick six or was getting definitely threw an interception, and he ran down and tried to tackle the guy who ended up having an interception and messed his shoulder up. Like he's that guy,
Yeah,
right? Like reckless
he
abandonment.
is. He is.
And I tell you what, man, he's a guy that even if it's just locker room, whether he's like starting or not, I think Baker's a guy who could galvanize the locker room. You just don't find many people outside. I ain't talking about talk coach. I'm talking about dog locker room. I'm trying to think of anybody, any teammate with Oklahoma, Cleveland,
Yeah.
anywhere that has something bad to say. The most I remotely heard was Odell Beckham's
Odell
daddy
Beckham.
criticizing him about not getting his son the ball.
Yep.
I've yet to hear anything directly from a player that's like, yo, man, now this Baker Mayfield guy, man, he like what you could argue that he's not the most skilled guy, right? But boy, his heart makes up for it. And I tell you what, I'm not 100% sure if you build a franchise around him, but boy, if he's on your team, I'm cool with that.
Well, they said, speaking of the locker room, they said the locker room love him. They said offensively and defensively, he's down there. He's galvanizing the troops. He's getting them riled up. He's doing what he's supposed to do, Corey. Like they said that that's who he is, and I can see that in him. I can definitely see that in him. Like we just said, man, this is what Johnny Manziel was supposed to be. You know what I
Yep.
mean? A reckless, a control reckless guy with a lot of heart. That's a gunslinger. That's Baker.
You know,
And
you
I'm a
can't tell me that Johnny Manziel, had he had his head screwed on straight, that he still couldn't be an elite. Maybe not as a starter, but at least a bridge.
Corey. Yes, I totally 100% agree with that. 100% agree with that. Corey, we on the playground, and I already picked my squad of guys. I done picked my four guys, and we got one guy piece to choose from for our fifth guy.
Yeah.
We got Scottie Pippen over here, and we got Clyde Drexler. Who you going with, Corey? Who you picking, dog? That's what I'm doing. Who you picking, dog?
Coming off your head. What?
These are thoughts that go through my mind all the time, Corey. Yes, I'm bringing them to the podcast. Absolutely. We need more pods like this, man. Like this gets the conversation going. Who are you picking on the playground for your last pick between Clyde Drexler and Scottie Pippen?
Mm,
I know.
mm.
I know. Why you thinking
Oh,
I'll take the go first and pick since you picked the last time with the defensive specialist. Both great players, both legendary players, both great on defense, outstanding on offense. If I'm on the playground, Corey, I may have to go Clyde to Glide, man. I may have to go Clyde to Glide, Corey. I think, man, listen, Clyde Drexler's game to me was so underappreciated and so underrated. Let me tell you, you want me to tell you when I really started? Well, I respected Clyde. I know what he brought to the game, but It was when NBA 2K 11 came out. Was it 11? Let me see. I got it over here. 2K11. They had Jordan on the cover. And one of his challenges was to hold Clyde Drexler to like 20 something points, couple of rebounds, couple of. Let me tell you, Clyde was killing. Clyde, that was one of the most craziest and hardest challenges ever. Clyde Drexler was a dog. I think for me, playground wise, I would go with Clyde because of just I think he might was a little bit quicker than Pippen. I think he shot the
Yeah.
three a little bit better. And man, I mean, I think he had a little bit more hops than Pippen too. You know what I mean? They ain't call him Clyde the Glide for nothing. You feel me?
Yeah.
Who you going with, Corey? You going
You
Pippen?
know
You
what?
going Clyde, man?
I'm gonna go with Clyde Drexler as well. You talk about
Mm.
your love affair with Clyde via video game. I got one for you as well.
Okay.
Uh, Came out in 1992. Brewers versus Blazers on
Okay.
Genesis, and I didn't see a lot of Portland Trail Blazers games prior to then. I learned more about my players through video games than I did in real.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when I tell you that the moves, they used to have it where if you hit a certain spot, you didn't have to do like any certain hold down X and hit B. No, 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 no. All you had to do was be in the right situation on the Sega Genesis and hit either the A, B, or C button, or the A and the B button, or the C and the B button, or the A and the C, whichever one. And you do that, and Clyde had like a certain like around the back move and how he'll finger roll that bug up, and if you coming from the top of the key, I was like, wait, is this real? Sure enough, Dad come in there and see me playing. Oh yeah, he does that in real life. Wait, what? I thought this was all video game. He said, son, they call the man Clyde the Glide. The Glide. He glid, if that's a word or not, he glid on the Blazers versus Bulls in the NBA playoff edition on the Sega Genesis in 1992. I gotta go with Clyde. It ain't easy though. Because Pippen was that dude too. But yikes. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We
That's a good
both
one.
going with Clyde. I figured that'll, get your brain going a little bit. Pause. You feel me? But no disrespect to Pippen. Pippen is the guy. We know Pippen's
No,
the guy.
none.
You know what I mean?
None.
It's not easy, but we're gonna roll with Clyde for the playground's sake. You feel me?
And Big V, real quick, can I interject with some breaking news? It's regarding your Colts. I got Sports Center on the side. If you
Oh
looking at it,
Lord. Go
your
ahead.
owner Jim Irsay was found unresponsive due to a suspected overdose. That just came through the ticker. I'm not sure you've been keeping up today. I got to grab the name for you. I think
The
the
Warriors
State
coach,
Warriors.
his
Yeah, he just
assistant.
died.
Yeah, I got the notification
So
that he
okay, all
passed
right. I just
away.
wanted to bring that up.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace to him, man. The
Thanks.
assistant coach of the Warriors. I'm sorry if we forget your name right now. This is all in real
Yeah,
time.
I,
Um,
I'll look it up. Yeah.
he passed away, 46 years old, due
What?
to a heart attack, Corey.
Wow.
Due to a heart
Wow.
attack, man. I don't know his family history. I don't know things like that. We just, we just reporting the news right now. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
um,
Dijon Milojevic
there you
is his
go.
name.
There you go, man. Rest in peace to
Rest in
him,
peace.
man. Prayer to him and his family and the Warriors organization. As far as Jim Irsay, man, I hope he's all right. That's crazy. Overdose on what? Did they say?
They did not say
Of
yet.
course, of
I
course.
remember a few years ago when I think he was either suspended or he got caught with drugs on him in the past. So I do think he have substance abuse issues with that. I mean, personally, like I think he got some maturing to do, but be that as it may, all that to the side, I hope he gets better. Like, geez, that's tough.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, let's jump right into the what the hell segment. On that
Hey,
note, you know what I mean?
hey,
What the hell, man?
this segment is envisioned by Big Vito. It is brought to you by me, co-sponsored by my 18-month-old daughter, who is wreaking havoc on both of us because she's teething like nobody's business, whatever. Raising Canaan, as they call them. You know what I'm saying? You know what? I teased last week that we got a threesome coming up.
Yep. Pause.
I ain't even got a pause. The Big V got it. And I'm involved in this threesome.
Okay.
you know, because I'm bringing you the news. That's really my only involvement with this.
Okay.
Um, you know, I would like to take you back to week 17 of the NFL prior to the playoffs start. And it involved the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons, right?
Mm.
End of the game. Game's over. Pretty much a blowout, yada, yada, yada. So, of course, the coaches, they go meet at the 50-yard line. Former Falcons coach, Arthur Smith, basically ripped the current coach of the Saints, Dennis Allen, a new one. Yo, man, what the hell? Yo, why you get that touchdown? And then the game's already over, right? Like, what are you doing? And so I would like to read an article
Okay.
from Pro Football Talk, NBCSports.com. Falcons coach Arthur Smith, now former, and Saints coach Dennis Allen had a heated exchange after today's game because Saints running back Jamal Williams scored a touchdown after the game was out of reach, and the Saints, they was lined up in victory formation. So for those who don't know, victory formation in the NFL is basically where you just taking a knee and you're running the clock out. For those who are not too familiar with football or anything like that. So to be lined up in victory formation and not only just to run around to get the clock off, but to actually try to get a touchdown. So they ran a fake victory formation, and Jamal Williams scored a touchdown. Dennis Allen apologized, but the Saints quarterback who was in the game, Jameis Winston, who gave the ball to Williams, said he has no regrets. None. Let me continue to read here. Winston said the Saints players decided collectively before the play not to call the kneel down that was called by Dennis Allen.
Oh.
It wasn't so. So Dennis Allen caught the stray. He don't know what the hell is going on, but decided to give the ball to Williams and said, Winston said he apologized to Dennis Allen for not running the play he was told to run, but that he and his teammates wanted to honor Jamal Williams for the selfless contributions that he made to the team this season. It was a team decision, famous Jameis says. We know how much Jamal means to this team, and I understood it from Dennis Allen's perspective. Dennis Allen did not condone this at all, but we decided this as a team to do it. Winston said he has no regrets about the Saints player decision, even though if his coach was not happy about it. Well, as one of my favorite trap rappers would say, Gucci, well, damn. You know, there's some layers to peel back this about this story here. So I told you this was a threesome. I'm just the one bringing to the story, so it is about to be two. First of all, Arthur Smith, you're getting what the hell? Let me say, hey, man, why? Listen, man, I feel like this. I think this should really be cut off in Pee Wee Pop Warner. If you want to extend it to high school, it's just fine. But damn it, by the time you get to the college and to the NFL, I don't care if the score was 100-3. If you got a chance to score a touchdown, you score a touchdown. I'm sorry, because no, that's poor sportsmanship. No. Time out. I don't know the status of Jamal Williams' contract structure. I don't know if this man has any clauses in his contract to say, hey, man, if you go to the playoffs, you get this much. You get X amount of yards, you get this much. You know, you get a touchdown, or you get X amount of touchdowns, you get this much. I never heard of this guy before. So, for all I know, that could have been financially driven. Contracts, with the exception of what Bomani Jones would call the nasty man, Deshaun Watson, ain't too many guaranteed contracts in the NFL, Big V. So you mean to tell me that you mad at me because you got your ass whooped? I'm sorry. I'm not a football aficionado. But here's what I do know. You got an offense that lines up 11 on one side. You got a defense that lines up 11 on one side. Your job is to stop the offense from scoring a touchdown. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And really, with college, with NILs now, hey, I definitely don't want to hear nothing. Look, let me bring it to you real quick. So, our alma mater, A&T, we play these basketball and football games knowing that we just going to get ghetto blasted by the likes of Ohio State, by the likes of Michigan, by the likes of insert Power 5 team here and insert division AA school here. We do it because we get a payday, right? Now, the double A's, we could choose not to play these Power 5s. We could choose to do that. But we don't because we get the money. But man, that Alabama, they whooped Troy's ass 65 to zip. So what? Is Troy getting paid?
No.
I'm sorry. Detroit got football players on that team that got a helmet with a chin strap and a jock strap, balls, and tights. Do they got that? Do they got cleats? Yeah, we're gonna play football, right? So Arthur Smith, man, you giving Dennis Allen the smoke, and I get it. You couldn't have known back then, but your initial premise of, yo, you should have had a better game plan. Your team sucked. That's why you ain't coaching today. Oh, but I ain't done. Jameis Winston, what the holy hell was that? Wait a minute. Time out. So let me get this straight. Now, I did do some digging on Jameis Winston. He is set to be, I think they either have a team option, the Saints have a team option on Jameis Winston next year, or he's either due to be a free agent. It's one of the two. Down there in YouTube land, correct me in the links below.
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing? What the... So let me get this straight. You're already a backup. Now keep in mind, well, I know with Corey, but 2 years ago, you was rooting for him where he had that one. Yes, key word was until I read this. So let me get this straight. Famous Jameis. Backing up. You can't beat out Derek Carr. You got drafted along with Mariota in the first round. You were supposed to be that dude, and you do have flashes of that dude. That's why I got back with you when you got with the Saints, because he was having a hell of a season until he got injured. I think it was ACL.
I agree. I agree. Yeah.
You and I was going back and forth about that playfully.
Yeah.
But let me get this straight. You're not starting anymore. You're not with the Tampa Bay Bucks starting anymore. You're not starting with the Saints. How dare you as a backup quarterback to say, hey, man, we know what DA called, Dennis Allen. We know what DA called. Man, F all that, man. You trying to get your paper? Now, salute to Jamal Williams. Again, I don't know this guy, but Jameis Winston, did you blatantly just disregarded what Coach Dennis Allen had called and set him up with a tongue lashing, no pause, from Arthur Smith? Looked like he was about ready to punch Dennis Allen in the face. Dennis Allen, I wish they had the camera on Dennis Allen while that play was going, second by second, play by play. I would have paid money to see that. Because let me tell you something. I'm walking to the 50-yard line. I'm getting chipped out by this guy over something I didn't even authorize. Let me tell you something right now. Assuming that Dennis Allen is still going to be the coach of the New Orleans Saints, you better get Jameis Winston off my roster. Get him out, and keep him out. Send him somewhere. I can't have that. We can't. I can see if you like, yo, coach. Yo, man, look, let's go ahead and just do a regular play. Let's see if Jamal Williams can get in there. And you know what? You got to have structure. Look, let me tell you something. And I get it. But Corey, but Peyton Manning, he called audibles, and Aaron Rodgers, he opt out of coaches' plays all the time. Yes. Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers, you better not dare fix your face to put Jameis Winston in the same conversation with those guys. Jameis Winston, what the hell?
Corey, those guys you names are starters. Let's start there for a second. Not backups. They are starters, Corey. Can you imagine? Let's put ourselves in the other coach's position. Y'all are in victory formation, and the backup pulls this shit. Corey, I haven't even
Your
seen it.
backup.
I gotta go watch it. I was unaware he did that. What?
Victory formation. They was it. I thought they just ran a straight up play because with you, that game was out of hand. I'm watching that game in week 17.
Yeah.
I went back and watched the clip. Sure enough, they did a fake kneel down and ran a touchdown.
Oh no, Jameis. Listen, man. Your whole career, you have given us plenty of what the hell moments. Don't even take me back to your college career.
Oh God,
Dog, dog.
get him
You
out.
look, dog, bruh.
Out.
Yeah. I'm with Corey. You might have to get the fuck out my organization, big dog.
Get him
Like,
down to the USFL, dog. I can't do this. He can't do that. What's the point of having the head coach? You're just gonna be like, yo, man, no, scratch that.
yeah. I mean, or it's either for you, yeah, for you, James. It's either the USFL or whatever it's called, or you can go to the Detroit Pistons of football, which is the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah. But get out.
Get out, man. You know what I mean? Yo, man. Real quick before we end the pod, let me give a shout out to the Dallas Cowboy fans. Y'all suck again. Salute, salute, salute. Want to give a big shout out to the Carolina Panthers because y'all fans and the Cowboys fans are the worst fans on the face of the planet. Salute to you guys too. You know what I mean? I just want to salute you guys for no apparent reason. What's
I
up?
need a Dallas, but I only hate the Panthers fans, so I haven't met too many obnoxious. Maybe I know it depends on the circle you flow in. You know a whole bunch of obnoxious Panthers fans.
Dog, listen. The Panthers fans and the Cowboys fans are 1A and 1B for the worst fan bases in America. I promise you
Wow.
guys. I promise you guys. The Panthers fans are delusional. You can't they get mad when you tell them that their team stink. Like any time somebody say, yo, man, the Colts stink. They're right. We do. I'm in agreement with you. Yo, we suck. I've been saying that for years on this podcast, Corey. You know what I mean? I've been saying that. I'm a Colts fan. We suck. I'm going to agree with you. Yo, you tell the Panthers fans that they hang up on me, Corey. They don't want to talk to me. I lost friendships over this shit. Like it's crazy. You know what I mean? So I gotta salute the terrible ass fans they are. You know what I mean? While I have my platform. So salute to the Panthers. You know what I mean? Secondly, but most importantly, salute to the Dallas fans on that L that y'all took yet
Ooh.
again. You know what I mean? Yeah, you just had to wait for it. You had to wait for it. You know what I mean? But salute, 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 salute. You know what I mean? Yo, salute everybody that be watching the clips on YouTube. You know what I mean? Instagram, Twitter, however you watching the clips or you watching the whole show. We'll appreciate you, man. Just letting us come in your life for a few seconds. Pause. You know what I mean? We'll appreciate that. Really, really, we really, really do. You know what I mean? Got a lot of new things coming. So y'all stay tuned, bro. I promise you. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
What
Corey,
up?
you know what I mean? I appreciate you week after week, as usual, coming on the podcast and doing this thing. You heard? You know what I mean? We got some more NFL games coming this weekend. I'm hyped, you know what I mean? So when we get back, we're gonna definitely have a little bit more structured pod for y'all. I just like doing random stuff like this, you know what I mean? Good conversation pieces, you know what I mean? But yo, y'all know how we end this thing, right? Peace.